Isn't that a beautiful church? We're just heading out of Wymore, going south. We're just going for a drive. But we are now in the town of Barnston. And it's named that because it used to have a lot of barns.
Really?
It's Barnes Town. Some of the old businesses, they still look like this, like old businesses. But they're still active, a lot of them. There's a grain elevator, that's fairly new. Costco? Not Costco, Costco. Yeah, Barnston American Legion. Stop here, dear. Roll me window down. There we go. American Legion, Post 356. That's a nice building. I hope that guy didn't think I was taking his picture. I was just taking the building. But that's pretty nice. They do have activities down here, like, oh, there's brunch and picnic and stuff. Over here is their rural fire department. And in these little towns, it's almost always all volunteer. That's a nice building. Big enough for the fire trucks. We can go, Jill. Zoom in a bit. There.
There, you can see it. That's how you spell it.
There was, at one time, there was a school here. Very small. There were very few students by the end. And, well, there's a nice looking house. But they ended up having to close it because they were down to like 6 students, I think. Less than a country school. And there still, surprisingly, are a few country schools in
I think
the states. They've closed.
Either Wymore or Odell.
I think they had a pick. They could choose Odell or they could choose Wymore. Here is their park. Is there anywhere to pull in? You can pull up alongside there on that other street. There's not, it doesn't have a lot, but there are some swings. Maybe we can go around and this would be a good park. I think probably from when they do Barnston Picnic, is what they call it. They probably do it in the middle of this park. Don't you think, huh?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, there's basketball, but Bill Peterson Memorial Gym. That has got to be the old school.
Yeah, I bet it will.
It sure is a nice looking building, but they've been doing some work on it, so it looks like they may be giving it a new facade.
Yep.
I'll betcha.
Yep.
There were times these little towns, like, well, there's a school bus back there. There were times when these small little towns like this did used to have more students because, you know, there were the rural students and
businesses
have died out, and they've, you know, a lot of places have dwindled and been torn down, so yeah, I don't think they want me getting a picture of their stuff. So, but there's a nice church down here we can take a picture of. Not sure if it's a Lutheran, maybe Methodist. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't think it's Baptist because the only Baptist I've heard of is Beatrice. Unfortunately, it's the one we have on Wednesday nights. I guess we can call it.
St. Joseph Catholic.
Oh, it is a Catholic. We saw the cemetery for that. Okay, a little close, but this is the St. Joseph Catholic Church. And there is the sign. It's a nice little church. Has one stained glass window. Oh, there are several on the side. I think are probably all stained glass. But it's well kept. It could be that the priest lives there too. You never know, or he might be a traveling priest. Maybe the one from from Wymore comes down here to do masses and stuff. But this is Barnston, and there used to be all kinds of barns. But over the years, I think they've just deteriorated, and you know, it was a big.
That used to be a nice house at one time. Now it's
just falling apart. Yeah,
just letting it go.
that's happening in Wymore too, and it's just sad. Yeah, it looks like that one across the street from us, just using it for storage, probably. Ugh. But this is Buxton. They have a lot of nice big open blocks and lots. There are some people building some new homes down here. So I don't want to show you people's personal stuff. So
There's a lot of big buildings being put up like garages and stuff.
yeah. But the barns are kind of, but these were all, if you could imagine, you know, a small town like this, probably a lot of these were small little, you know, kind of yard farms, or they'd have a barn, they'd have a horse or something in there. I don't know when this was incorporated or what, but yeah, it's just been a long time, and since it was named, there's been a time when we came down here, we could still see a lot of barns, but I think most of them been torn down or burned down. They didn't burn them down on purpose, but some I remember a couple that burned down. And so it happens. But when I was with the Red Cross, I was a volunteer. So I voluntarily did this, but in order to map all, you know, the different accesses to towns, you know, in case we needed to back up the fire department on a fire, or if we needed to help people who've been through a tornado or some other disaster that, you know, maybe a single family fire and they needed to be placed somewhere because they didn't have any close family around, then we needed access. And sometimes if it was a place like a flood or something where there just wasn't access, so I went all over the place finding more than one access to the towns. Except one. There's Lanham, which is both Kansas and Nebraska, and so it's part Gage County and part probably Washington or Marshall in Kansas. So we don't know who takes care of it. But I got the directions anyway. Anyway, but the Red Cross has, with so many disasters and stuff, there's a barn, but it's kind of a new one.
I drive by this, that looks like an old church.
Yeah, it does. That's got to be an old church.
Just by the windows and stuff.
Yeah. He's talking about this one up here. It needs a roof replaced.
And it's abandoned.
Abandoned, yeah.
But it just looks like an old church.
Yeah, it does. Or maybe the old school. I mean,
That's possible too.
a lot of these old country schools, that might have been pretty much what it was. But that other place just kind of made me think it must have been the school. So I don't know. We could look it up in one of the old things, and I forgot to. There. Yeah. This could. Oh yeah, it's abandoned. Now look at that staircase. I don't think anybody'd want to climb that staircase. Well, thank goodness we're not there yet, but eventually we will be buried somewhere in the back of that cemetery. It's called the Barnston Cemetery. If anybody wants to visit us when we're no longer, when it's just a tombstone and something rotting underneath. I think I got it. Nope, I don't. There I do. It's hard.
Do it in.
I am. There, Fralins. That, jeez. I can't hold it still. I lost it again. Ah, I zoomed it too far. There it is. Right there, Fralin. That is my sister. Yeah. Yeah. We are now in the village of Liberty.
Not Bibberty, it's Liberty.
I know they don't sell the They don't sell the insurance here. And it's not Bibberty. It is Liberty.
Yeah.
Liberty, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Because we are liberty, not liberal. Liberty.
Well,
I don't know if they're liberal or I don't care.
A long time ago, my grandpa used to be a cop over here.
Yeah, so I knew his grandpa when he was up in age, and it just seems so funny. He was a
They had a bar over here in the post office.
he didn't. The town did, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, looks like a stables or something,
I don't know where it is.
but it sure is nice looking. Turn around up here, so turn around, and come back. I can get a better shot of it.
Yeah.
Well, there's more of those buildings down there. I don't remember ever seeing this. Well, we probably did and didn't.
Yeah.
But it's the water tower's right here, so it's probably public
I don't know. What is it?
public use. But it looks like some stables of some kind. Except, well, there's no openings on this end. You'd have to go inside to get it.
Might
Which
be
is not-
somebody owns it too.
I don't know. Yeah, it could be. Because there's a bunch of these. There's a bunch of these. There's a house over there. There is a semi truck. I love these white fences. They are such. This one's falling apart, but they are such nice border fences. Yeah, there's somebody living back there, but wow, that is so nice. They must, I'll bet. Well, isn't there a trucking company down here?
Could be. I don't remember.
I wonder if that's part of the trucking company. Not, well, I don't know. But,
Seems like there is some kind of trucking company.
yeah.
I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, they used to have names on them, but I don't see them anymore. But yeah, I do remember there being a trucking company.
You know, brick building.